hyped for it, for the actual action, man.
I can live with that.
Yeah, for sure. So who do you want to? I know who you want to introduce me. I don't gotta ask.
All right. So our yellow Zerg player in the top left-hand corner of the map, coming at us from surprise, surprise, Clan Just. It is WoXs.
And his opponent in the bottom right of Abyssal Reef, the blue Terran from Cosmic Cloud Militia. It is fucking A, dude. Jsut, like just, but spelled weird.
I know. I don't know how to do this one. Can we call him Jay, or would that be rude?
Jay, if we can call.
Well, how the fuck do you pronounce that? Jsut?
Jsut. Jsut.
Jsut.
Yeah. Jsut.
All right.
If you wanted just, then he should have spelled it just. Yeah, but anyways, so we see WoXs coming down. He's going to get that hatchery down early. So Barracks coming down for Jsut and a refinery. So very standard openers from both players. Nothing too crazy in game one.
Yep. Hatch gas pull, Reaper expand. So that's about the usual.
You sounded so excited right there. Hatch gas pool, Reaper expand.
Nah, but oh shit, we got some action, boys. Did you
What's
see
up?
it? The
No, I
supply
didn't see it.
depot.
Oh.
He was doing that weird thing where every now and then they just keep raising it and lowering it, raising and lowering it. I don't know what it is sometimes, but I can dig it. It's some action.
For sure. You just sometimes do that, man. Extra APM, you look cool. Your supply depot makes noise.
Well, I guess we could check in on Sheila real quick and make sure everything's cool.
Yeah, how's she doing?
It's weird because the animation sometimes freezes. Sometimes they're all swimming around and they look all animated, and then sometimes they're just like floating all awkward. She's alright though. She'll recover.
Taking a nap.
Yeah, I guess, dude. But yeah, so pretty standard in the grand scheme of things. Nothing too crazy just yet. We'll have to figure out how they're going to play. We've casted WoXs in the future a few times. I have not casted Jsut yet, so I'm not quite sure his style. We'll have to see. It's starting to look like it's bio since that second barracks comes down. So
yep,
I was like, please give us a mech, but no, he's not going to.
Give us the mech. Yeah, we've seen, as you said, we've seen WoXs play before. WoXs usually makes deep tournament runs, as I feel like we say that about everybody, but I mean, everybody has a good shot of making a tournament run here, but WoXs, I believe we've seen him play a lot of aggressive games. My brain is recalling a lot of ZVZs with him, so those can tend to be pretty aggressive, but we see the Reaper coming out now, getting a scout from Jsut. He's going to see that spawning pool twirling away. He's going to know that speed's, being researched.
Yeah, absolutely. Survival TV says I shared this link on my Facebook page and Twitter and tagged you guys. Awesome. Thanks, man.
Thank you so much, dude. That stuff is so helpful.
Yeah, like people don't understand that actually helps us out a lot, especially as a growing channel where that, isn't really that well known. So getting our name out there is pretty big. Thank you very much for that. We appreciate it. Unless they don't come in and then it was worthless. No, I'm just fucking around. I really do appreciate it. I wish I had people that followed me on Facebook and I'd post stuff like that, but
yeah,
no
where
friends,
it's
man.
like
it's like
sure
my mom would like it and that'd be about it. Like, oh,
StarCraft's so cool, man. But yeah, no, it takes a StarCraft fan to appreciate some StarCraft, so but we do see that natural getting populated by Jsut. He's got a couple of Marines here now too, that third coming down from WoXs. So we're seeing, very standard issue TVZ here. This is likely to be a kind of 2-1-1 build out of Jsut. These can be very good, just kind of it's up to the Zerg to kind of, like the build's going to be the build for the Terran, but the Zerg has to identify where that drop is going to be poking in and use either Ling Bane or Queen Ling to kind of defend it. And that's what kind of dictates the pace of the game here.
Yeah, and I've been waiting for the Bailing Nest to come down. I haven't seen it just yet. It looks like he's just going to try to rely on Queen Ling, but that seems to be a pretty popular comp for dealing with this. No really reason to force out the Banes unless you need them. And I don't think he does just yet. He has the Surd down. It's been scouted already, so
one of these days after watching Zergs. Okay, so he does pick up that. Oh, never mind. No, he does pick up the Reaper. It just had died, and then its grenade went off. But one of these, after watching 500 Zergs hold 2-on-1s with Queen Lings, like eventually, I believe you that
I'll try it. Yeah, because as soon
as
as I see 2-on-1, the first thing I do is like, all right, guys, I need a Bailing Nest, and I drop it down. Like I know, but yeah, it just always surprises me how well these guys are able to hold it without Banes. I feel like for whatever reason I rely on them too much. But you're right, dude. One of these days I'm gonna try to do it, man. But not today.
It's really impressive because I mean the dual factor of not only being able to not have to waste gas, you get to mute us quicker and stuff like that, but your creep spread off the queens that you have is just phenomenal and it's really nice, dude. These Lings gonna try and poke up here. Actually gonna take kind of a terrible trade. They do get up into the main though, which is very nice. Gonna pick up a couple of SCVs here and just be in general pretty annoying.
Yeah, and they'll get trapped and killed, but at least they're able to take a couple workers out with them so far. 2 SCVs are falling. They might get a third one. Oh, they got so close.
Yeah. For sure, man. I don't know that this was a lot of lings, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
That was
does stop that third CC and gets a scout off on it too. So these scouting lings are pretty nice, but I mean that was a pretty heavy investment to get up that ramp.
Yeah, I'd agree. I feel like the scouting information was pretty good, but as you said, that was a lot of links to find out some information that maybe an Overlord could have flown in and seen, but I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to speak ill of him because I do the same shit all the time. It's easy to be like, oh, what's a couple links to a Zerg, but it does start to add up over time, so you got to be careful doing things like that over and over again, so...
Yep, because it's not really about losing them across the map, you know? It's about, these drops that are coming out now. You don't have, you know, you want to build drones, you want to saturate that third base as a Zerg, but you're finding yourself without enough lings now to be holding any sort of counter aggression.
Yeah.
And he does have these Banes, he does have Queens and lings, but it's kind of, he's put himself in a situation where he needs to be in the right spot and not take any damage because he doesn't have quite as much as he did earlier to hold this.
Yeah. Absolutely, and this drop's coming in. He's actually... Okay, I thought he was going to unload, but he's going for that Overlord. Oh, the Banes, though. Alright, so he picks up. He's going to be able to get on out of there and start trying to pressure this third. I don't think he has enough to take it, though. He's probably just going to try to be annoying and bounce it between the third and the main, but I don't think he's going to be able to get either one. WoX seems pretty well prepared for this, considering it's 6:30, and you want it to hit a little bit earlier than this, so...
Yep, absolutely. I think that kind of early aggression threw Jsut off just a little bit there. Those lings coming in. He is going to drop here. He's going to take some bad Baneling hits, unfortunately. You know, I mean, trading out those Banelings. But yeah, losing, you definitely don't, with the 2-1-1, you don't want to lose the units in the medevac. Like, even if you have to back up, find no damage, and maybe all you do is clear creep, you want to keep those because it's kind of like the flip side of what happened to Zerg there. Now he doesn't have anything really, you know, across the map for a counterattack other than some Widow Mines.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely. I'd agree with you there. He didn't necessarily need to lose that considering he didn't get too much damage done, but I don't think it like put him out of the game or anything. At least he has this third up and flying over that he can start working with. He's only down 7 workers, so it's not that big of a deal, but I'm not sure he's going to be able to hold in here. As you said, he kind of needed those units that he lost right there to deal with this counter aggression, so...
Yep, this is definitely how you want to play it as Zerg. If you find yourself able to clean up the units in the 2-1-1, you just make your way across the map. You want to make sure, you know, these Widow Mines and 2 more coming out here. Definitely, you know, if he's not careful here. Oh, taking kind of an awkward bad hit actually against his own Marines, and the other one's getting trapped against the wall. Okay, it does. Oh,
damn.
That was a massive
That
hit.
was the mine he needed, dude. 11 kills off that single Widow Mine. But as you said, a lot of friendly fire happened to get there, so... I don't know who I think that trade was better for. It cost a lot of lings, but he took out a pretty significant amount of bio there too. So, oh no, the wall's still down. Oh, he's trying to bait into the mines. I get it. It's like, oh, come on in. There's not like 12 mines waiting for you.
I don't think he's going to be... Oh, yeah, and he doesn't close, and I think this actually may be it, man. As just superior lings are going to be able to just be annoying, continue to run around the main. He's got a nice spread on him, too. This one Baneling, dude, just rolling. Just
like, yeah,
chilling.
I'm going to try to find... Oh, damn. He actually splashed up a lot of SCVs. Didn't get them all down, but they're pretty low health. But the real story is up here in the main. All the production is being camped by these lings, and as these Marines come out, they're being cleaned up pretty convincingly. And behind that, 10 SCVs right there, too. So, Jesus. Yep. I mean, that was
definitely
pretty nice.
A tough spot, man. These SCVs trying to...
Oh! Holy shit.
I remember a Reddit thread where people were talking about like friendly fire from mines, and they're like, yeah, but it happens so rarely, it doesn't even matter. Like, there is a perfect example.
That was a doozy, dude. That was a pretty big one. 24 SCVs. So, pretty significant. But at least he's doing a little bit of aggression over here behind this. I like that decision. At least get across the map and try to get some damage done if you're taking that much losses. And it looks like he's stabilized here, really. I mean...
Yeah. And he's over here. He's getting the drop going on. He's gonna maybe be able to kill the layer of WoX. I'm not sure if he has anything. Does WoX have anything building? The third's down. I mean, Jesus, man.
Nothing really. He has upgrades coming in, but Sheila's not too impressed, dude. There's nothing in production coming out in the way of units.
Yep.
She demands sacrifices, dude. This layer's gonna fall, no way about it. So there's really nothing in production because the spawning pool isn't even finished. I was like, wait, why is there nothing coming? But now it all makes sense because he lost his spawning pool. So it finishes up now. We'll get a shitload of lings flooding in, maybe a couple banes, but damn, that was some good damage there, and definitely what Jsut needed.
Yeah,
I hope we're saying that right.
I know, right? WoX, man, he's got 4,200 bank, but he just doesn't have anything. Yeah, there it goes. GG.
Yep.
He just losing the spawning pool and the third in the main. It's too much, man. Jsut finding the damage he needed. Very well played.
Yep. There was no way he was going to hold on to that aggression. I think he kind of knew it as soon as he saw the army comp. He was like, well, I tried. So... Alright, let's figure out what map number 2.
Belshir.
Nice.
Wait, let me make sure that's right. I think it is. Yeah. Game, man. It's aggressive.
That was a pretty good game for sure. Those mine hits though, dude. Like I'm still tripping over the friendly fire from those mines. That was nuts.
Yeah.
They were holding them in the game there for a while and stopping a lot of that Ling aggression, but things kind of went south and they went wayward there. But it was a good game. I'm excited to see how this one's gonna roll. Belshir, what do you think of this one?
I like this map. I think
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
it's
There's
not
a lot
bad.
of drop. Yeah, like, I mean, I don't know. I like to play Terran and drop. So there's a lot of really, you know, everything's pretty spread out. You can go pressure the third base and then maybe do a counter drop up in the main. That's a long distance for anybody to have to defend.
Yeah.
How many doubloons I have, dude?
Dude, I want to know how many I have. Let's just both go all in and gamble them, dude.
I know,
I
right?
forget that I accrue them on my personal
Holy
channel too.
shit. That's a lot. I feel like.
Jesus, that is a lot, dude. All right, so our blue Terran player in the top left-hand corner of the map, coming at us from Cloud M, it is Jsut.
And his opponent, down one game, needs to find a way to come back to keep his tournament hopes alive. From Clan Just, it is WoXs.
Oh, I fucked up my zoom in. My bad, guys. I zoomed out instead of in like jackass because I was trying to update the scoreboard at the same time. My brain was like, error, error.
What was that, dude?
Dude.
Remember that one night?
Immortal? Yeah, dude.
That's
I'm
why
glad I
I
haven't
like
had
one-
any stutter moments on this stream. Sometimes it's fucking hard to observe and talk, dude.
Only time in my life I ever was like, this guy might actually be a fucking robot. Like, they're living among us.
It's like, he's glitching.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no, sometimes my brain just goes dead, man. You only have to click a mouse around and like watch shit, but sometimes it just completely throws me off. But speaking
what else
of
throws
thrown
people
off,
off?
yeah, I
Yeah.
was gonna say, I like your segue there. You
Segway,
beat me to
baby.
it.
Yeah, word.
Holy shit, a third one. Well
I
then.
know, right? 3 racks, and I think this is, yeah, with no gas, this is going to be 3 racks Marine. I think this is awesome, so check this out, right? Beyond has been, I don't know if we'll see this. It's a pretty specific scenario, but I've seen Beyond a couple of times on this particular map with this build Marines, go knock the natural down, and you'll see a bunker like right next to where that ramp is, and then he'll fly these 3CCs and essentially walls Zerg in.
Oh god.
It's pretty fantastic. Yeah, but either way, that it doesn't negate from the fact that 3 racks Marine on this particular map is a pretty strong build.
Yeah, well, I mean, any sort of proxy this close to the natural is going to be devastating, and the longer it goes on without being scouted, it's just going to be even worse. So he's not going to find out about it. There's no way. He's just going to send over his overlords. By the time they get there, you know, it'll be too late, and there'll be 3 racks worth of Marines all up in his base. So,
Yep.
Unfortunately, this is just a case of not scouting and getting bopped. We've all been here on ladder,
There
but
it is.
yeah,
There's
you
the
called
bunker,
it.
dude.
Look at this.
So this is pretty interesting. I have yet to try this. I've seen this and I've been really interested by this, but we'll have to see how it goes. Man.
I've been beaten by it. I'm not even like ashamed to admit it, dude. This has got me
Really?
before on this map. Yeah, like this exact same scenario. I play Zerg. So yeah, this exact build has bought me. I didn't know that it came from Beyond. It makes a lot more sense. But yeah, this one has definitely caught me off guard. Like, what do you do to that? Like,
yeah, I don't know. And
yeah,
honestly,
yeah,
I mean,
that's rough.
I've seen Beyond do this build. I don't know. Like, I mean, someone obviously is gonna be like, no, it was invented by some random ass Chinese player, like, or
Yeah.
whatever. Like, I've
no,
just seen
you know what I
Beyond
mean
do
though.
this
Yeah,
all the time.
but
yeah.
yeah, it's really hard. Like if you don't see that, even if you see it, it's hard as fuck to deal with. But when you don't see it, there's just nothing you can do. You have to drop back to one base. You have to start over, and it puts you in a really, really rough spot. And then even to break out, you still have to contest with the bunker too. So this is just a monstrous play here, man.
Absolutely. So the creep's going to start receding now. He's going to be able to repair, you know, a little bit of damage on that bunker.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we'll see, man, shortly. The barracks just fly off.
I love the roach decision though, because roaches are needed to break out of this shit. So I really like that.
Yep. Can anybody sign up for this right now? Okay, hold on one second. We got a big fight coming up here. The SCVs are moving up, man. They're getting carved up by those Marines, though, as the spine crawlers are just about to finish planting.
Oh,
as you run
man.
by 'em.
I do like the spine play though. Maybe I'll try to add that into my defense next time I run into this. It helped out a little bit, but there's still just 2 Marines coming around this edge here, and I'm not sure the WoX is going to be able to deal with this. So he has 10 Lings in production. That'll help out a lot. But he lost his natural. He's lost 4 SC. Wow, I keep calling him SC. He lost 4 drones. So
if he's able to clean this up, I mean, as you said, the spines are going to be really nice. They're not going to allow him to reinforce with single Marines up the ramp. I mean, those are going to die to those spines. And these Lings, they may be able to clean this up, dude, as they get a decent surround here. And this is going to really start to,
Nice.
reset the number of Marines, dude. Yeah.
Maybe he's showing us how it's done, man. He still has to contest with this bunker, though. And as you said, he brought over those bunkers and blocked them in. This is such a brutal build, dude.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Like, we didn't even make it this far. I think I saw the bunker and I just salted out of the game or something. Like, but, like, yeah, this is slick, man. I didn't know that the follow-up was to literally contain them into their base. That's pretty slick. So.
Yep, and there just really isn't much that WoX can do. I mean, he's down in eco. The CC's being built by Jsut. He's got a factory back at home, so this is not all in for him.
Yeah.
This is just incredibly strong pressure.
Yep. Okay, to answer the question in chat, though, can anyone sign up for this tourney? Anyone that's Plat Diamond can sign up for this tourney. This is our Plat Diamond tournament. We do have other content or tiers of content, I guess you could say. But this weekly is usually Plat Diamond only. There are, we deviate from that every now and then. But as long as you're Plat Diamond, you can sign up. You just have to use your BattleNet name so we can Google you. And that's pretty much it, man. The link to sign up is below. There's literally a giant button that says sign up, and that will get swapped out every week. So.
Man, dude, these Marines gonna have to go up against 3 Roaches and some Ravagers, Lings coming out now. So WoX actually has an army that can probably contest with this small Marine force here, dude. And is he gonna go? He's gonna move forward. I think trying to snipe the Ravagers is probably the better idea here. I mean, fighting the Roaches is good and cleaning them out is good, but I think maybe trying to chase down the... Ooh, nice morph there to save that Roach.
Nice. WoX is held, man. I mean, he's extremely far behind, don't get me wrong, but he held, which is more than I was able to do, so awesome. I mean, he's down 25 workers to 18, but he's, at least he held, so...
Absolutely, dude. Yeah, he's got more Lings in production now. A couple of drones, too, so it looks like he's not going crazy on this, and he's going to come down and build a base as well. So he's looking to get back into this game and not just do, try and do a massive counter push to end the game.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I was just going to ask. So what do you do here? Do you just go all in, or do you try to drop back and try to macro up? But it looks like he's answering that decision as he tries to poke over here and try to find a little bit of damage. A couple Cyclones are going to be over here for Jsut that will help defend this. I don't know, though. It's all going to come down to, I guess, how those biles are landed and stuff. So
yeah, this is pretty crazy, man. The army for WoX is pretty strong. These 2 Cyclones and a handful of Marines, I don't think are going to be enough for Jsut. He's going to need just a little bit more. Maybe with the SCV pull, he's going to be okay. Because, I mean, he can afford to do that now being up a base. But we'll have to see, man.
Yeah, definitely. Behind this, both players are droning up, or workering up, whatever you want to call it. It's now a 10 worker difference, but it is starting to tie up. He is trying to macro his way out of this. Oh, man! Those biles I were talking about come down, and they actually find some pretty good connects there on the SCVs and the Cyclones themselves. He's going to be able to start getting him down here. Oh, okay, with the repair, they were able to hold in. Man, there for a second, I thought he was going to be able to break him, dude. Those first couple of biles looked really, really good.
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah, I thought so too, man. He was kind of clumped up. He had his, spreading those out might have been a little bit better, but he only loses 1 Cyclone in that. No barcode saying I am Plat. Well then, sir, all we need is your BattleNet profile, and you can certainly sign up. The sign-up link is usually updated the morning after the last tournament, so check tomorrow morning, and it should be the most updated one. Well, if it's not, don't worry about it. It gets updated pretty early in the week.
I was going to say, it's GSL, so I might sleep in a little bit, but check back about this time tomorrow night, and the sign-up link will be swapped out, and all you got to do is link your challenge to your BattleNet so we can look you up, dude. That's pretty much the only rule, but yeah, I hope you sign up. It would be cool, and we do have a couple Plats play, too, so... The first match of tonight was a couple Plats. It was actually a really badass series, in my opinion. So,
yeah, I was thinking about that when we were on break, man. We've had 2 best of 3s that have gone 2-1. They weren't just 2-0s.
Yeah.
And they were pretty fantastic series, man. Cyclones coming in here, going to get picked up, shoot away eventually with the number of Lings and the Queen.
Well, the thing I was thinking about earlier while we were also on break pondering our thoughts was the fact that we've had 2 mirror matchups and both of them were hype as fuck, dude. Like, the PvP was legit as hell and the TBT was also hype, so I don't know.
Yeah, for sure,
Like,
man.
I've enjoyed both of them, so.
I totally agree. These Cyclones continuing to be annoying, just picking up whatever Lings they can. Uh-oh, they will get cleaned up eventually, so it's unfortunate for Jsut.
Yeah. So the real story here is that Jsut has got his 3rd up and rolling. He's got a 10 or more worker lead, and his upgrades are starting to roll here. So I feel like WoX is starting to fall pretty far behind because that 3rd never got up and rolling. But, I don't think he could have taken it either. So I don't think it was a wrong choice or anything. But, you know, it's starting to pull behind here a little bit. And this is starting to look like some pretty strong aggression here, too. So...
yeah, we know Jsut's capable of it. We saw it in the last game. He just needs to kind of gather his troops. He wants to make sure that these don't get caught out, you know, like all separated. I mean, his army's very powerful, but if it's in little chunks of Marines here and there, I mean, WoX should be able to take a decent fight. But when it's all kind of clumped together, you know, WoX is in some serious trouble.
Yeah, absolutely. So he's actually going to pick up a drop and send it over across the map. I really like that. He'll be able to defend here with what he's got and try to get some aggression in too. I think more than likely that's going to come over to the third and just make sure that there's no third up. I mean, that's just a guess, obviously, but...
Yep. And then he's going to know he's in a fantastic position.
Oh, yeah.
And actually, he may be able to get the third if he's just going to... WoX is going to build it now. WoX has a lot of money, so we could see him, if he's able to stabilize over the next, like, maybe 3 to 5 minutes, we could see just an explosion of bases out of him, so...
Well, yeah, I saw that too, and I was trying to figure out what he was saving up for, but he dropped that Spire, so I get it. He's trying to do a ridiculous amount of mutas and just shut down the medevac, so I really like that position, and given what he's dealt with in the beginning of this game, I think it's a really strong play, but he's going to lose the third, no way about it. He's too far across the map. Yeah, okay. So at least he gets a cancel off. That'll be good. But he, you know, economy's... Oh, shit. I just looked down at the worker lead. He actually caught up. It's 40 to 43. So he's still down a base, but he was doing some fat rounds as drones behind all this. So good to see that, yeah.
Yeah, man, that down a base, though, I mean, that's a pretty significant disadvantage, as Jsut has been building SCVs the whole time his third was building and able to get good saturation over there. So he's starting to pull a significant lead, but the mutas are out there in significant numbers now. It looks like there's going to be about 9 of them as they make their way over towards the main of Jsut.
Yeah, but the thing Jsut has going for him is these mines. If he finds a couple good mine hits, he could be really good here. And he has a couple turrets coming up, too, so that'll help out a little bit, but that's a pretty scary amount of mutas now.
Yep. Absolutely, man. And those turrets are able to cover more of kind of the central part of the main base, but I mean, we see one add-on going down, one barracks likely to fall after another add-on likely to fall, you know, as well. See some pressure over at the third base too, having to lift and some SCVs going down.
Yeah, I really like that decision to kind of split up the attack here and multi-prong it. That was a good call, but now he's in a really tough position to kind of hold on here at home. Sorry, I have a guest observer, and my mouse is being taken over by my cat. Okay, there we go. She's like batting my hand right now. Like, come on, I'm actually doing something. Like, all right, so Jsut will take game number 2 and advance into semifinals. I believe that's our first well, I haven't looked at the bracket lately, but he will be a semifinalist, so...